Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Wilfred. You've spoken well. It truly shows that you are into the business. So I'm Mr. Matthew
Okay.
Onyeka.
Okay.
Just like let me add to what you said earlier. You know, riders and the transportation business is almost the same thing, if not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Like me, I have been into transportation for over a decade and a half. The It's the same thing. Drivers, if you are lucky to have good drivers, and that you have good drivers does not mean that you will not be encouraging, advising them, knowing what their problems are. Just like as you earlier said, that you asking for their needs does not mean that you are going to give them the 100% of what they are asking for. But with your own experience and knowledge of life, you can advise them, letting them know that even the people that lose as president and governor does not have it all. You understand? Giving them
Hope. Yeah.
encouragement on how to go about life is a very good business. It's a lucrative business. I've seen so many people, so many of my friends that invested into that business. At the end of the day, their business went down, and some of them are millionaires today, as in heavily, doing well, successfully. So it's just exactly what you said, encouraging them, having a standard. Because once you have a standard, every one of them will be trying to meet up to the standard that you have on ground. It matters having a standard. Thank you so very much, my dear people.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onyeka, for a wonderful contribution there. God bless you. Um, Thank you also, Mr. Wilfred, for the wonderful presentation and sharing of experience. This is a practical experience. Thank you very much for that, and we've taken note of all you said. Um, for the listeners, please, if you have any question, you can drop it up in the chat box. So after the presentation from all the speakers, we're going to take the question one after the other. So please, you can start dropping your question, especially the one from Mr. Wilfred. However, our second speaker for today is Mr. Emmanuel. I don't know, maybe he's in the call with us.
Okay, I'm available. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
So please, Mr. Emmanuel also is our second speaker who will be talking to us on logistics also. Over to you, sir.
Yes, I'm in a meeting. Yeah. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good
Please,
evening.
Good evening, sir.
can you hear me? Can
We
you?
can hear you, sir.
Yes, we
All right.
yeah, we can hear you.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Okay, my name is Mr. Emmanuel. By God, we have it. I'm the CEO of Genu Stores Logistics. Okay. So, like the first speaker said, Mr. Wilfred, logistics is a very good business. It's very, very lucrative, but it has its own obstacles. Okay, I'm going to take it from here. If you want to go into logistics, you think about your capital. All right, you might even get maybe a loan or a friend, but you have to get a bike. Like Mr. Wilfred said, you have to have a rider, but riders are very much difficult of people that we have in logistics. They are very difficult. But if you want to tackle the problem of a rider, you have to have a good manager. Can you all hear me?
We can
Yes,
hear
we
you,
can.
sir.
We can hear you,
Yes,
sir.
yes, we can.
We can
Yeah.
hear you. Can go on. We can
All
hear
right.
you.
All right. We have to have a good manager, a manager that can monitor these people, because like the first speaker said, at times they go into emotional trauma. You don't know what the person is passing through. You might also give him a goose. He will go and maybe tamper with it. For example, the kind of logistic I run is international logistics. International. We have so many different types of logistics. We have international logistics. We have local logistics, in the sense that it is just within the city. We have national logistics, in the sense that it's from one city to another city, depending on the one you want to run. But for example, let me give you an instance of international logistics. International logistics is a type where you order something from abroad. Now it comes to your office. The advantages of this one is that you don't have any target audience. Unlike the local or national logistics, you don't have any target audience. Your target audience has already ordered these goods and they are waiting for it to arrive. All right. So most of the things people buy even from abroad, AliExpress, name them, they come to my office. So what we do is that this international logistics has a, let me say, a module number or a tracking ID. With the tracking ID, it makes it easier for us to track this item, know the rider that is with it. All right. And irrespective that these tracking IDs identify with this thing, I've also encountered a huge loss that can send me to the village, whereby an item came and people, because there's what we call COD. COD means cash on delivery. Like there's some items you need to order. When you order it, a client needs to see it, inspect it before he pays, so that with this thing there is no yahoo, there is no wayo. Do you understand what I mean by that? So this COD, cash on delivery, people now, my riders will now take it to them. Instead of the riders remitting the money, they will embezzle the money. Now, it takes a good manager that always checkmates all these items and know that, let me say, rider A, where is this parcel? Have you delivered it? If you delivered it, where is the money? All right, because the problem is a rider, finding a rider. That's all about good management. Then for local deliveries, for people that want to start up delivery, you can just install a bike, have a good bike man, whereby now, at first time, it's discouraging, in the sense that you might be asking, how am I going to make this money? But the logistics business is all about referrals. All right? If you do good, Mr. A will connect you to Mr. B. Mr. B will have two people that will say, use these people, oh, they are very nice, they deliver fast, and they deliver right. All right? So let the first week not trouble you. Like I have 5 years experience in international logistics, and they are all good. Logistics is a very, very lucrative. It will give you money. But if you're not careful, people will go and say, their bike A, I'm having issue with my bike. But if you want to start with new bikes, so that the complaints will be lesser. Because if you want to go and try a second-hand bike, you might be having issue that my tire, my tube, all those passes, they might not be true. But always ask for evidence. Where is this evidence? And at time, people running local delivery. Am I fast? Are you guys getting me?
We are getting you. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you very
we are
much.
enjoying
Thank you very much. Then people running local delivery. At times, a client now might be your problem. But like I said before, delivery is all about referrals. When you do good, they will refer you. Then another thing with delivery is punctual. Punctual. Is your goods, are you punctual? Are you secured? Is your company secured? Let me talk about punctuality. Punctuality in the sense that, maybe I'm going to the airport, though. I need these goods delivered by me in 3 hours' time. Please, I don't want to miss my flight. Can your rider manage to get there at point? You always have to caution them on punctuality. Punctuality coming, knowing that there are a lot of goods, like what Mr. Wilfred said, that he wanted to maintain his customer. That's why he never delayed. He now delivered it himself. All right. But in the process that you're not willing to be there, you need to have a good manager that knows this business, that will take this business as his own. Because this business, if you don't take it as your own, you'll be lacking. You'll be lacking. Then that's the punctuality. Delivering your clients, meeting up orders in time. You can't tell somebody, I'm on my way. Somebody is waiting for you, and you're bringing it 1 hour later. It takes bad of your logistics. It takes very good bad of your logistics. Now, location. Location don't really matter for logistics, whereby where location matters if they are coming to your office to pick up their items. That's where location matters. But if you're the one doing doorstep delivery, location doesn't matter, because all they need is their goods to come to them. So location doesn't matter. Now, did you trust these riders? What if you give them their goods and tomorrow they pack millions of goods and run away? How are you able to trace them? For you to be able to monitor this thing, I think there is room for you to put trackers in your riders. All right? Because at times, this rider, when they know clients, they will not take over your business. That's another point you need to note. They will not take over your business, in the sense that, let me say that you pay them salary and they are meant to deliver maybe 50 parcels a day, 30 parcels a day. Now, these people ordering from you will now build a relationship with your rider. They will not be coming through you again. Maybe if you're running from one pickup to another, maybe you register with a fast food, or you register with an online vendor, because they normally patronize logistics very well. Without logistics, an online vendor cannot really function very well. Now, instead of applying with your company, they apply with a rider, cutting your money short. By the end of 1-2 months, you're not getting 50 parcels as to deliver. You're getting 20. It doesn't mean that these parcels are not coming. It means that your riders are the ones siphoning these parcels. They are doing their own business while they are running your bike, they are running your fuel, but you're the one running the maintenance, and you're still paying them salary. Now, to solve this kind of a problem, what will you do? You have to monitor their locations. I know that you might not monitor all of them, but with that thing, it creates fear, it creates tension that, I'm being monitored, I'm being supervised. When people are supervised, they tend to possess the rightful function or do the rightful things. So that's how to manage your riders. And another thing, you have to be good on your riders. What I mean, satisfy them. Don't make them create bad intention for you. If you do if you pay well, a company that pays its rider well tends to buy their heart, tends to buy their loyalty. All right. Now, I might divert from local delivery to international delivery for people. Then this international delivery, like, okay, Another point I like the first speaker that said, he said that you have to make sure that all your papers, everything that has to do with the riders are complete. Because there is some city that frustrate riders. Aburu will be disturbing you. Just make sure that your company is registered and they have a name and all their company, all their registered, all their documents are in order to avoid these aburos. Now, for the international logistics, whereby you don't need these people to come, you don't need to ask for the people, you don't even need the referrals. Is people that have already ordered their hello? People have already ordered their items. They are waiting for you to deliver. It makes it more easier for you. Whereby when their goods arrive, all you have to do is to call them and also deliver it to them. And at times, with emotional talks, pet talks in the morning, psychological talks in the morning also helps out. Because at times, human beings can be funny. You see somebody, you say, maybe when he called you, you are at Genesis Fast Food. Then when you tell the rider, I'm there. But when the rider gets there, you also tell rider is calling you to come and collect your parcel. You say, I've already left there. I'm no longer in Genesis, so you have to bring it in ShopRite. Something like that. Those things frustrate riders. But when this thing occurs, always let your riders report to you so that you as a manager or you as a supervisor or you as the owner of the company knows how to speak right. Because with this thing, frustration has already come in with the rider. The next thing is that they'll start using abusive words like, Oga, no, they try this nonsense again. No. I bring this thing to you, you're not there. Don't ever try this. But like they say, customers are always right. But in this case now, the customer is not right. It's left for you now to use a normal word, like a calm voice to talk to the client. Oga, please now, if you have to, since the location you told him is not where you are, please, can you just show him love whenever he comes? Maybe you can find him tips or something, knowing that you're the one that caused it. So always try to solve problem with your riders if there is any case of rider. Okay. These are some factual points we need to on the list
Mr.
here.
Emmanuel, please try and summarize because of time factor.
Okay. Another thing now, the overall guidance in logistics business is monitoring your rider. Always supervise them at any given point. Always make sure your goods are complete. The parcel they took, they deliver it. Always create a room for checkmate. Let there be a thorough checkmate. If not, you will lose. But if all these protocols are being observed, I think you make a very good game in this logistics business. So thank you very much. I will also be jotting down your question. If there is any question, I'll put more light. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. God bless you for this wonderful presentation. So please, let's be having our. I think we need to be giving him a thumb up. Let's use the sign of thumb up to at least appreciate him.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, if you have questions, please let's pen it down. We can also drop it in the chat box so that we'll be taking it after the remaining speakers. So the next speaker for today, before we go to a short break, is Mrs. Jennifer Nwabueze, who will be discussing with us about mastering bikes logistics. Is she in the call with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, over to you, ma.
My name is Miss Jennifer Nwabueze, not Nwabuchi.
Okay,
Nwabueze.
sorry for that.
Okay.
Apologies.
I'm the SureRide Dispatch and Logistic Lead. So today I'll be taking you guys on a ride to mastering bike logistics. So I'm sharing my screen now, so you guys can understand. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can see it. Go ahead.
Okay. This is a step-by-step guide to mastering logistics through process, discipline, and data. Because your success is not a ride, it is a perfect delivery. A perfect delivery means correct item, correct pickup, correct route and time, correct handover, proof captured, customer satisfied, and no incident or loss. When you can repeat all these aforementioned, you have a mastery of bike logistics. Secondly, bike logistics is a chain, and mastery means controlling every link. So we have order intake, job classification, assignment, pickup, in transit, delivery, point of delivery closeout, exceptions handling, then review and learning. If any of this link is weak, you get failed delivery, complaints, refund, rider disputes, accidents, and losses. Please look at link 1 and 2. We have order intake and job classifications. Okay. Let's always remember that success starts with perfect data. That is garbage in, garbage out. Order intake checklist. 1, we have sender name and photo. No, sender name and phone. Picture, okay, pick up address, landmark and nearest bus stop. Receiver name and phone. Delivery address plus landmark. Pickup type and description. Weight and size band. Fragility level. Urgency, that's if it is express or standard. Special instructions. We also have the job classification. We have express, standard, fragile, and high value. Cash collection, return pickup, multi-stop, or bundle run. Let's know that if address is incomplete, the order is not dispatched, and every job must have a tag. So let's look at the pickup excellence link 4. This part is where dispute starts. Mastery means zero pickup ambiguity or unclarity. The pickup standard operating procedure best practices are as follows. 1, confirm sender name, confirm item description matches, inspect packaging condition, take pickup picture proof, record receiver details, confirm payment, confirm special instructions, update status immediately to picked up. Please note that no rider leaves before no rider leaves pickup without proof and confirmation. Please link 5. That is route execution and speed discipline. Speed is good, but reckless speed kills business. So, okay. Best practice routing habits. We have always plan routes before moving. Avoid known traffic bottlenecks. Use zone familiarity. Don't take unnecessary detours. If delay is inevitable, inform dispatch immediately. Follow the safety best practices, which are helmet and reflective vest always. No handling of phone while riding. No speeding beyond safe limits. Stop in safe places to call. Avoid night delivery without visible gear. Note that there is no silent days. If a rider sees a delay risk if a rider sees a delay risk, the rider reports before customer complains. Link 6 and 7, that's delivery and proof of delivery. This is the moment of truth when brand trust is lost or won. The delivery standard operating procedure is that you call the receiver when near location, confirm receiver identity, confirm parcel condition, hand over politely, and capture proof of delivery. It can either be a picture, a signature, or an OTP. Then update status to delivered immediately. Proof of delivery is your protection as a rider. Note that no proof of delivery means no not delivered. Proof of delivery must be uploaded within 5 minutes of delivery. Okay. Link 8, exception handling. Exceptions are normal. A structured response is what matters. This is the exception algorithm. Step 1, flag. Rider flags exception in the system. Step 2, this is where you act. Dispatcher calls customer within 5 minutes. Step 3, you escalate. If not resolved in 10 minutes, escalate to supervisor. Step 4, you decide. This is where you take action. You either retry, return, reroute, or cancel. Step 5, record. Log reason code. Note that no exception should be resolved by the rider alone without a report. We have common exceptions: customers unreachable, wrong addresses, receiver not available, package damaged, bike breakdown or accident, customer refusal or cash disputes. I think this is all for mastering bike logistics.
Um, that's a wonderful one there from Miss Jennifer. God bless you for the wonderful presentation. Please let's give her a thumb up, a sign of thumb up for a wonderful presentation. There, it's not easy to come up with a good package like this and deliver it successfully. Thank you very much. I think we would have loved to take a short break, but meanwhile, since we still have some little time, we can take one more speaker before the last speaker. If you have any question, please, as we said earlier, let's get it jot down or drop it in the chat box so that we can take it after all our speakers have present their topics. So the next on the call is Miss Blessing to take us on our own topic, please. Over to you, Miss Blessing. Hello. Is Blessing the call? On the call? Hello. Can
Maybe
you
her
hear
mic is
me?
muted. I think she's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, CBA. Okay.
Oh, that's our
Yeah,
CBN,
good
right?
evening,
Yes.
everyone.
All right, you're welcome, ma.
Good evening, everyone.
You're
Good
welcome,
evening,
Miss
ma. You're welcome,
Blessing.
ma.
Good evening.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
I'm blessing SureRide Customer Experience and Quality Service Lead. So I'll be taking us through customer experience. So I'll be sharing my screen. It's coming up. Just give me some minutes. Please, can we all see my screen?
Yes, go ahead. We can see it.
Yes, go ahead. We can see the screen.
Okay. We'll be talking on customer experience. Beyond it's usually said that customers are king. Customers are always right. For us to keep our customers. There are certain attitude, there are certain standards we are supposed to have if we want our customers to keep returning. If we want our customers to, if we want to give our customers premium services, if we want to give our customers a first class services. So our service is service based, our service is system based, not personality based. So we need to be calm, respectful, solution driven. We have 5 pillars of our service standard. Calmness. We need to be calm despite any situation, any incident that comes up. We just need to be calm. We need to be respectful to each other, be respectful to customers too. Then we need to be honest, and we are solution focused. The standard in action, we take responsibility. There are things we don't do in SureRide. We do not argue. We do not guess. We do not blame riders or customers. We take full responsibility and guide the process to a solution. The 5-step interaction flow, our blueprint for every call. Acknowledge, clarify, reassure, resolve or escalate, and then close. For acknowledge, you need to greet politely and use the customer's name. Acknowledge their slated issue. If there's any issue, we first of all acknowledge the issue. We greet our customers politely in SureRide. Then the second phase is clarity, to clarify. You need to ask necessary questions. We confirm the order reference and the issue. For example, you can ask, can you please confirm the order number so that I can check the details for you. The third step is reassure. Let the customer know you are handling it. Never say I don't know without providing a next action, because customers see us as we are supposed to find solution, we're supposed to provide solution to any problem they bring. So let the customer know that we are handling it because we are capable. You should never use the word I don't know without providing a next action. You should use words like I will check this immediately and update you. Then the fourth phase is resolve or escalate. If you resolve it, do so immediately. If not, escalate clearly and quickly. If the situation is beyond you, you quickly escalate to higher authority. And also let the customer know what's going on. You tell the customer, use words like I'm escalating this to our operations teams and I'll get back to you within 10 minutes. At least it gives customers that sense of belonging, that sense of this staff is ready to find solution, is ready to bring solution to my problem. Then the fifth one is close properly. Summarize the action that has taken place. Thank the customer for their time and business. Before you drop any call, before you end any call, make sure you thank the customer for their time and business. And we need to have something at the back of our mind always, that without customers, a company, there won't be any company without customers, because we have our target market. The essence of all this we are doing is because we have customers. There's no production without consumption. There's no production without consumers. So we are all here for customers. So we should also always thank them. What's that build trust versus what's that break it? At SureRide, language is a tool. The phrases we use are not accidental. They are chosen to build confidence and de-escalate tension. The following phrases are not allowed because they sound defensive and careless. In SureRide, there are some forbidden phrases like a customer will call you and give and state their issues to you, state their complaints to you. You now say, that's not my department. Instead of saying that's not my department, the customer will be glad when you tell them, I will personally connect you with the right person, even if it's not within your purview. Another forbidden phrase is I don't know what to tell you. Instead of saying, I don't know what to tell you, tell the customer, I understand, let me find out for you. Instead of telling the customer it's against our company policy, tell them, let me see what I can do. Instead of telling this customer that you should have called earlier, tell them, I am here to help you with this. We need to let these customers know that you are willing to help them and you are here for them. What we never say at SureRide, it's the rider's fault, the customer was not available without explanation, I don't know, that's not our problem, wait more, calm down, that's how it is. These words that are forbidden in this company SureRide. There are some words that we're supposed to use to specify our customers. At least we make the customers to feel at home. Then approve language to use instead. Let me check and confirm. If there's any issue and then you tell customer, please can you give me a minute, let me check and confirm. Another word is, I understand how this feels. As customer staff, everybody needs to be customer centric. It's not just the customer experience lead. Every one of us ought to be customer centric, because without the customers we can't function. You have to put customers in your shoe. We need to be empathetic. Let's put ourselves in their shoe. Let them know that we understand how they feel. We're already working on it. I will get back to you within X minutes, within a particular minute. Let them know that you're working on their issues, and customers always love feedback. Try and give your customers feedback if there's any issue. Then the SureRide rule for handling difficult customers. We have the rules of engagement. Let them talk. Listen without interruption. Customers love to be listened to. Even without being a customer, every human being love to be listened to. Even in your relationship, anywhere you find yourself, if there's any issue, let's just try and listen to customers. Customer really loves to be listened to. Let them pour their heart to you. Don't interrupt them. Just allow them to talk when they are done talking. Like, if you give them that listening ear, they'll be like, this person understands what I'm feeling now. This person really understands my pain. Then the second one is acknowledge emotion. Validate their feeling. Put yourselves in their shoe. Be empathetic. Feel for them. And then after all said and done, after them talking and you acknowledging their emotion, then you ensure that you move to solution. Pivot to the process. With even after listening, doing every other thing that you are doing, and you don't provide solution to this customer, is just a waste of time. So we ensure that we listen to them, validate their feeling, and then ensure we provide solution to them as well. Message and interaction must be logged in the system. There's no such thing as an undocumented conversation at SureRide. Properly documented tickets protects you, the company, and the customer. So we ensure that if there's any interaction, if there's any transaction, we should try and log it in the respective platform. At SureRide, customer service is not about talking more. It's about listening, documenting, and acting fast. Thank you so much.
Okay. Mrs. Blessing, thank you very much for your presentation. God bless you. We really enjoyed your package. I think we need just like we've deal with other previous speakers, we have some questions for you, but we can drop it in the chat box or we just note it down so that we take it after the session. Meanwhile, we would like to have like 2 minutes just short break to have a recap of all what has been discussed so far. But then after the short break, we have a role play. I just hope those people that we present the role play are in the call with us. Are they here with us?
Yes, we are here.
Okay. So in the next 2 minutes, you will come on board to just give us your own presentation. So for those of us that have questions, let's please recap our question and drop it in the chat box, or we ask later after the session. Thank you. Just 2 minute break, please. Don't let us stay long. It's already counting.
Share my screen. So basically, I'll be talking about AI and notebook LM. But on a general note, I believe the concept AI is not a new thing. A lot of persons on the call knows about Chat GPT and the likes of Cloudy AI, Perplexity, Gemini. I am trying to look for my slide. Okay, I think I'm gradually getting to see it. Is it this one? Fragmented Operation Center. 2 seconds, guys. Okay, here, here we go. So I would be sharing my screen. Let me present, and I'll try as much as I can. I'll try as much as I can to be straight to the point. Okay. I don't know if everyone could see my screen.
We can see.
Okay.
Can
All
see
right.
your screen.
Thank you so much. My name is Enyinna Uzoma David, aka Aboki for Stats. I love to be called Aboki for Stats. And today I'll be talking about how SureRide use AI, more specifically ChatGPT, and as well Notebook LM. So from chaos to clarity. So this is actually a practical guide to AI operation at SureRide. And what exactly are we trying to solve using this AI and Notebook LM? Now, most of the times we have this dispatched confusion where customers are not reachable. Customers where the customer was not reachable, so the rider may be left or the driver left.
Sorry, I'm here.
Okay, that's fine. If you are here, just hold on for your time as well. Just that they've waited for you guys, but you guys are not responding, so that's okay.
Like Nigerian service, everything, the thing hangs.
No, Nigerian service. Okay, I think is that
Network.
right? Thank God you are here now.
Uh,
Okay, so sorry for the little interruption. So, dispatched confusion, and you should have waited. Oh, sometimes the manager or the logistic lead will be like, "Oh, you should have waited. Why do you have to go?" And sometimes feels like you should have returned the parcel. So many confusion going on, inconsistent answers. Customer get different response for the same issue. So sometimes maybe certain leads or operational manager may say something to maybe an incident happens and they give this particular response. The next time same incident happen, they may give a different response compared to what they've given before. So some level of inconsistency in responses, then lost knowledge as well. So no single place to find the right SOP. So SOP, structure, operation, procedure, how things are being structured, the way the company is operating. When valuable experience lives when people leave. So these are some of the issues um, most of the time we experience when maybe certain particular persons who are prominent and very good at what they do, when they leave the company, or when they leave, yeah, when they leave the company, it becomes that valuable experience actually leaves. But with this AI and the notebook LM, most of these things are being retained. So the next is repeat mistakes. So wrong addresses entered again and again. You made a mistake the last time address was being taken for delivery, and because there is no notebook LM to structure things, the same mistakes might still happen again, and the same customer complaint surfaces every week. The customer complains, you know, it keeps surfacing every week. So these are actually the daily frictions that we experience in the transport and logistics. So our goal to operate with discipline and scale without chaos. We use AI tools deliberately to achieve clear outcomes. So some of the clear outcomes are some of the things we use AI to do in SureRide is to reduce operational confusion, to improve dispatch accuracy, improve customer service consistency, capture standard capture and standardize our knowledge, then build a foundation for scalable growth. Okay, so meet your new operational partner. Now we have what AI is for sure, right? So most of the time I mostly will say that AI is not here to take our job. It's here to aid what we do. And even with the level of technology SureRide has kind of adopted or is using, there's still need and importance of human workforce. So AI in SureRide, most of the things we use it for is first, a thinking assistant. It helps brainstorm and solve problems. A lot of the time we use AI or ChatGPT, as we may call it, because AI is kind of artificial intelligence, is broad. So narrowing it to like ChatGPT, which is more like a chatbot, where you get to ask questions and get response and all that. So we use it for brainstorming, we use it for problem solving, even certain problems you've not even anticipated to happen. You use it to brainstorm. If this happens, what should I do? And that doesn't mean that everything that AI says is perfect. No, at some point in time you might need to validate, and that's why the human is very important in terms of checking through what the AI have written. Does it really correspond? Does it make sense to the real life application? Then AI is not okay uh, a replacement for our riders or driver, just as I've mentioned. Then create a single source of truth, a knowledge organizer to create a single source of truth. Just to mention, um, like this content that I am sharing has actually been created by AI, and I am very much proud to say yes, I use AI a lot in the things I do. I have a lot of, I have a lot of things I think about. I have family. I have my own personal life. So in that situation where you have so many things you are doing at a time, with the use of AI, you could actually help yourself to reduce the workload. So, a replacement for human dispatch judgment, that is not what AI is for. Then the next one is a consistency engine. It ensures we all follow the same playbook. And what AI is not is a magic solution that works without our discipline. It's not his AI is not a magic solution. It's more like garbage in, garbage out. What you ask it to do is what it will do for you. So that is where the prompt engineering comes in. And people would say that AI is bad, or AI is the demon, or AI is the this, different kind of names. Sometimes people say these things probably because they are not knowledgeable on how to use them for their own advantage. Ever since the advance of AI in my workplace, even yeah, I work as senior information analyst, uh, which is very analytical in nature. I use it a lot. Uh, what do I use them for? I use it to brainstorm. I use it to even write codes. I use it for so many things. So it's about knowing the uses and how you can go about it. So the next one to talk about is the NotebookLM. As I mentioned, this presentation has been prepared by NotebookLM. So my perspective of doing things is using or combining several AI tools. For this presentation, I had used ChatGPT to generate the slides. I used NotebookLM to turn it to a presentation. So you can see um, NotebookLM is not even a chatbot. NotebookLM is not a chatbot. It's not like ChatGPT. So if you see the distinction between both of them, which maybe after now, my colleague would be diving deeper into how these things are being used so that it can make real meaning. So NotebookLM is more like the SureRide memory. The purpose is we use it for storing, enforcing, and teaching. Then function, it answers questions only using official SureRide documents. So it's more like the information you have provided to it, or you provide for him or provide to it. Sorry, English hard though. Here we go. So it's more like any information you provide to NotebookLM is what it uses. It doesn't go outside what has been given. So it provides the single approved truth. And ChatGPT has the capability of thinking, for drafting and improving. You could just say to ChatGPT, um, how can I do this? Okay, if I do this, what is the repercussion? It will go ahead of you, think about what the future owns, and also come up with some suggestions and recommendations. Then functions, it helps to create new ideas, drafts messages, analyze problem. It provides options for humans to consider. Just to mention, SureRide Express and Logistics. The idea came about. The most of the ideas came about through the use of ChatGPT. So why I'm saying this is sometimes people feel like, oh, ChatGPT can't do anything for you. I don't think, oh, you are not using your brain. It is me that is using my brain on the ChatGPT, telling it what to do. ChatGPT on its own would not start manufacturing answers or will not start manufacturing certain things. It depends on what you ask it to do for you. And if you're able to structure your question where and provide it with more detail, it gets to understand it. So what I do, I have like 5 companies, and each of my companies, I have a single a page where on my ChatGPT where I use to brainstorm. If I have certain difficulty or certain challenges, I just tell it, oh, this is what I'm experiencing. What should I do? That doesn't mean that what it says is perfect. I have to read through to make sure that what it says makes sense. And if it does, I try it. If it doesn't, I dispose it and stuff like that. Inside our memory, how we structure Notebook LM. So Notebook LM is built in mirror SureRide read departments. It only knows what we teach it. So you can see we have the dispatch operations, customer service playbook, pricing and cost logic. We have training and onboarding. So even some of the training materials and some other things are also embedded in the Notebook LM. We have safety and incident handling and then the SOPs as well. All these are all in SureRide memory. And the next is a case study from guesswork to gospel on a failed delivery. So the problem or the chaos is a customer is unreachable. The driver, the rider, dispatcher, and supervisor all give different instruction. This one say left. This one, like everybody just saying different things. The rider is saying, dispatcher is saying, the supervisor, all of them are giving different instruction. Then this one say I left. The other one say you should have waited. The other one say return the parcel. So sometimes it brings about confusion when there is no consistent instruction. And these things leads to frustrations for even the customers or for the riders or whoever might be in that position. You can imagine taking 3 different instructions. You start asking yourself which one I want to follow. Waiting be this now. Stuff like that. So the action process now, the dispatcher asks NotebookLM, what is our procedure when a customer is unreachable? Now, what is our procedure? The NotebookLM already have the SureRide informations and everything. You now say, what is our procedure when a customer is unreachable? Or you now say failed delivery SOP. There is a documentation for failed delivery SOP. It will bring it up. Then escalation timeline rules. They will have certain rules for escalation. It brings it up. It reads it in a tinkle of a second. Maybe at max, if the document is too large, maybe 5 seconds or 10 seconds, it goes through it. Then it comes up with a solution. And can see in the NotebookLM that contain the civil truth and every other approved SOPs. It goes through them. Then how long to wait. It will give you those information on how long to wait, who to call, and when to escalate, and what evidence to capture. Because if you say somebody is not there and you do not provide evidence, the management will like, are you sure this person really really did his diligence? So there's always a protocol for things we do. And then with the NotebookLM, you don't need to start rehearsing or remembering everything, because sometimes man, woman will get plenty things for head, and sometimes you want to ask yourself, can I still be remembering all these things? And stuff like that. So we move to the next one. No arguments, no emotion, and one truth. I will soon round up. I think the next is our most important rule for operational discipline. If it is not written, it does not exist. If it is not written, it does not exist. If it affects how it's done, if it affects how work is done, it must be documented and uploaded to our memory. This is our shared commitment. And I was thinking this slide is finishing. Oh my God, it's still plenty. I don't know if I still have little time, but please just bear with me. Now let's think using ChatGPT to improve and innovate. After the section, we are going to share the slides because I might be rushing through many things. We're going to share the slides with everyone on the call and also ensure that at least you take your time properly and go through it. So NotebookLM. Okay, why NotebookLM enforces our current rules? ChatGPT help us create better ones. Help us to create new rules, because sometimes we might not capture certain rules, and then something will not happen. Be like, okay, what do we do at that point in time? Should we start saying, let's just do anything because there is no rule for it? You see, why UK is actually working, it's not that the people here are obedient. No, it's because there's a system in place and there's a rule that govern everyone, and there is what we call action and repercussions. So everybody just want to maintain. Everybody will do olu maintain. If not, take for instance, there's a traffic light. There's no police on the way to come and start saying, or people to come and start saying, don't cross or wait, it's not your turn. If you like cross, no problem. Nobody will stop you. Now, in 1 day or 2 days, you will see that they've sent you a bill that you've already disobeyed the traffic lights, and you have to pay, or your license will be withdrawn. So everybody will just maintain. That's why if everybody comes here, like everybody will just respect themselves. So that is because there is a working system. There's a system in place. So taking through we have a proactive prevention, analyze incident reports to identify root causes, and then suggest new safety measures. And this is the kind of prompt you give to the ChatGPT. Then the workflow design, analyze our dispatch process and suggest ways to reduce delay. These are all prompts you can give to ChatGPT and it will bring a lot of different suggestions for you. And remember, in using ChatGPT, you need to feed it with certain informations, and with that information, it will actually use it to produce a better result. And case study, drafting the case study, drafting the perfect customer response. The problem, inconsistency, customers complaining about delayed deliveries and all that. So okay, I might have to demonstrate some of this, because it seems like some people are like, "Ah, what is this person even saying? I want to, how are we going to be doing all these things that he's even saying?" So let me see, move to the next slide. ChatGPT help you think. All right. So I think this is a very important thing. At least if you do not even get to understand most of the things I said, this ones and this particular phrase is important you take. ChatGPT helps you think. Humans decide. So AI provide drafts, options, and analyze our experience and adjust, and judgment makes the final call. So ChatGPT help you to think. You just tell it something, you can brainstorm with it, come up with a new idea, blah blah blah. Then SureRide workflow, from idea to institutional knowledge. You can see the first one. For the first one is to identify a problem. A challenge is identified. Okay, that's the first step. I know Pascal had mentioned something earlier that, oh, he couldn't join because of one thing. There was a problem. What was it? Network. And I nearly wanted to suggest to him, maybe you should go and climb the mountain, whether the network will come. Or maybe you should go and, because I remember vividly, there are some places that may have better network than the others. And that baffles me. Because here in the UK, for instance, I can say that I can't even count the number of times they've taken light. And I can't even count the number of times my network has actually had a problem. But I could imagine there are different network providers in the country, but yet we still have these challenges of network. So this is a problem. Of truth, network in Nigeria is a problem. It's a problem. You identify a problem, that's a challenge. Maybe we can use that network issue as a practical guide, because I might have to take the slot of Kingsley, Izunna, to do the demo section, so that we can all be carried along as well. Okay, brainstorm with ChatGPT. That's the other part. You brainstorm with ChatGPT. You use ChatGPT to analyze the problem and generate potential, and generate the potential solution. Then the fourth one is codify in notebook. Then the fourth one is human review and decision. So I will not talk plenty on this, because personally I believe more in action, but it is very good you have the fundamental understanding. So when we go into the practical section, it becomes very easy. So we are adopting the discipline of world-class logistics. This is not just about new tools, it's about new level of professionalism. Top-tier logistic companies build their success on a foundation of discipline. Okay, so let's walk through a scenario. A major rain delay. It's 4 p.m. and a heavy downpour has stopped all the keke and bike movements, affecting dozens of deliveries. So how would you use ChatGPT as your thinker to find solution to that problem? Okay, it's 4 p.m. Can I even copy this? Let me see if I can copy this. Okay, I can't even copy it. It's 4 p.m. and heavy downtime has dropped all the keke and bikes movements, affecting dozens of delivery. How would you use ChatGPT as your thinker So the first thing is to draft a clear, concise SMS update for customers whose package are delayed by heavy rain. Definitely, you want to send message to your customers to keep them in the loop, so they know that this is actually what the problem is. Then, what are the top 3 priorities for dispatch and to manage the backlog once the rain stops? Okay, all these stuffs we can see here. What should be in the notebook on our memory? Blah blah blah. All these things are things that these are more like the practical application, and reading it out like this might not be the way for us to learn. I would take my colleague's time. Yeah, I would take his time. He has offered me his time to just go on and do the presentation for the practical side of things. So, moderator, I don't know if that's okay. Shall I proceed, or would you want to bring something in between? Maybe before I do the practical side of things. I think I will wait on your response. Yes, moderator. I can't hear you if you're talking now. Sorry, can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
I can hear you.
Okay, please, the moderator should perhaps maybe answer what I have asked. If I should continue with the practical side of things, or I don't know how the program has been arranged, so that's what I'm asking.
Okay, you can I think you can go ahead. We are all here.
Okay, so let me display another screen. I don't know if everyone can see my screen. Let me open. So this is my chat GPT. So I was talking about using a case study of the network, what happened previously. Someone on the call, I think the network had disturbed. So we've identified a problem. So I want to start this network hosting, and I want to start with a new chat. So I want to brainstorm with ChatGPT. I want to tell it certain things. I want to provide a solution for this network issue. So I want to start by making him understand what I'm going through. I live in Nigeria. Okay. And we have lots of network issues, calls and messages on phones are bad. How can I solve this network issue as a company? Okay. Now this is just a little prompt. Because of time, might not go in detailed. So you can see solving Nigerian network issue as a company. Said I will break this down. You can see the things that I've enlisted, clearly define the real problems, blah, blah, blah. You can see, define what kind of company you want to be. And you can see some images and stuffs like that. So we are kind of having this conversation. So now it have enlisted all these things is listing and it's looking interesting. And I said, now it's asking me on this directly on SureRide or Data Bros Tech. So these are some of the companies I own. And also I am a co-founder in the data and AI Bros Tech. So it's more like a tech-driven company. And now what I want to say to it now is, can you think deeply? Can you think deeply how other countries like UK, China, and US tackle. I beg, who they spell tackle? USA. Can't spell low English hard though. Tackle. Is that correct? Okay.
TACKLE.
My brother, God bless your brain. All right. And USA tackle um network issues. And I want to turn this to a business. I can tell it write a detailed business idea on how I can solve this in Nigeria. And I want to say, make sure your response make sure your response practical before you go and start telling me what is not possible. Practical and realistic. So now it's start thinking. I've asked it to do some thinking. It will go and search for informations about UK. You can see looking into market comparison and business idea planning. It will go and start thinking. Now, gradually, we've identified a problem and we can be on this call together and solve Nigerian issue of network. It's very possible, and that is what we are doing. Oh, what UK and China, USA usually do differently. Actually do differently. UK model, they enforce coverage obligation, then co-found rural out. So all these things, one of my biggest problems is sometimes when I get all these long things, I don't even get strength to read. But imagine you that have strength. Me, I don't get patience. I don't have patience sometimes. So that's why sometimes it's very important when you look at your temperament and you look at the kind of person you are, you decide what is best for you. There are some roles that might not be good for certain persons. Maybe you are a customer support and you have hot temper. I bet you are a rider and you have hot temper. I'm just wondering, people will go they call you to lay their complaint. They can't shout where you go shout, give them. You know. So that is it anyway. I'm just kidding. Who pays you? Blah blah blah. So you can see there's a lot of things going on here, a lot of ideas coming up. And I will now do one thing and we'll now move to NotebookLM. Now, what I want to do is I want to draft out a proposal for this particular problem I want to solve and seek for people like everybody on this call to join me so that we can solve the network issue. Because the network issue is a big problem for my business. If my business, Data Bros Tech, SureRide, everything lies on internet connection and there is no network, at the end, people will be having difficulties. I'm not able to pay this thing on the app. Can you take money by hand? And it's against our policy to take money by hand or to take cash. So finding a solution to this is something very important. And I needed to convince everyone on the call through a presentation. And I want to say, write a detailed business proposal. write a detailed business proposal on how I can solve this problem and invite others to join me in the movement. Okay, so now this is me. What am I doing? I am brainstorming. And perhaps if I have taken my time to read through this, I might have even gotten my solution that I needed. So building reliable network infrastructure for Nigeria. So you can see the executive summary, the problem statement, and all that. And this is kind of, it's still generating. Once it generates, the next thing we do, we just move to the NotebookLM. And I think that should be it. And just to mention why this thing is generating, in ChatGPT, you can generate a lot of images. You can generate an architectural, structural drawing. You can do a whole lot of things. It's just anything you can think of, anything that comes to your mind, you can do it. So let me just copy this. But before I go, I want you to do something for me. Can you generate a visual mock of this network solution? So I want something visual. I want you to generate an image that will show me how these things are. Sometimes these things are too lengthy for me to start reading. You can see the image has come up. It's not generating. Can we confirm that we can still hear me?
Yes,
Yes, sir, we can hear
we are
you.
hearing you very clear. We are hearing you. Go ahead.
And I
Go
hope I'm
ahead.
not rushing. Okay, just to mention that
No, you are not rushing, sir.
okay, that's good.
No, we are not rushing. Go ahead.
Okay, so this part of AI, ChatGPT, and the NotebookLM is very important for our staffs as well that are on the call. You need to take time to
Yes, sir. Yes,
practice,
sir.
and we really are not in support that you should work so hard. We're interested in you working smart. In any way you can use any digital infrastructure to help you ease your work. I'm not a graphic designer, but I can design anything I want to design. And some of you may be wondering, how come I uploaded my picture and now I'm wearing another uniform? It is a ChatGPT I use to do that. Am I communicating? So the ChatGPT can do a lot. So you can see this fine graphics that is coming on board now. Next link, I think that's the name he's proposing for us to use. Like play, we are already building a solution. Before you know it, if we generate the proposal, one or two persons, let me make it bigger. One or two persons might be interested to say, okay, let's make this happen. Now look at it. Look at what they are saying. We need a solar panel. And what are they even saying again? Power has a service. Backup has a service. You can see how the visuals look very beautiful. And once you have this, you just have to save it. You can save this image. And this is the image being saved. Later I can look into it and I can share it to us in the group as well. Then let's move to the last thing before I hand over to the moderator. And the last thing we want to talk a little about is on the NotebookLM. So the NotebookLM, you can download it on your phone. The ChatGPT, you can install it on your phone as well. And you can use the web browser to log in either the NotebookLM. So all you need to just type NotebookLM. So get started. NotebookLM. I think I already have okay, this one is taking me to the workspace. I already have an account, so let me notebook. I already have an account, so I don't want to create another account. So I don't know why it's not taking me to the account straight away. Sorry, guys, just 2 seconds. I'm trying to find my way. I'm trying to find the right link. Google Notebook LM. Yep, I think, yep, this is it. So this is me in here, understand anything. So you don't have to have a big phone, even with your normal, you don't have to have a laptop. So there's not any excuses to say, I can't have access to this or I don't do this. With your phone, you can install it on your Play Store. Is it Play Store? I'll be Play Store. Which one? You just choose one of them. And then if you have an iPhone, you can install it on your Apple Store or something. It still all exists in there. So what I need to do is to try Notebook LM. So this is how the interface looks like. There is already some fundamental things there. You can see some of the things I have done with the Notebook LM. So many of them. So, but now we want to do something new because we are talking about, you click on that create notebook. Now on this create notebook, this will appear. You can upload, you can put a website, you can do so many things, but I don't want to do any of this. I will close this. What I want to do, I want to create a video. I want to create an audio like a broadcast. And then I also want to create a slide, a presentation of a kind of business proposal slide I can share with people to say, join me in this move. Let's solve this problem. So all I need to do, see this place, they wrote, oops, I don't go click on. Let me click on create notebook again. This place they wrote notebook. Let me close this. There's a place they wrote notebook. I went and click it. Let me see if I can go back again. Let me. I want to be sure we're all following. So we have this. You click on this create new or create a new notebook, whichever one it will go. Then you can close this particular place here at the bottom here where you have add notes. You click on add notes. So, and the next thing you need to do is to click on kind of Control V. So you paste, I've copied that stuff, I paste it here. So all I need to do at this point in time, there's something at the bottom here said, if you want, next, I want to, next, I can. So I will just remove these ones here. I'll just delete this one. I'm left with this. Then I'll check the top. This other part here, I think I will just remove this part. Below is the blah blah blah. I will remove this and I'm left with this. So this is the title it gives it. If you don't like this title, you can rename it to anything you want it to be. A blueprint of Nigerian network reliability. I like the name. So this symbol, there's this symbol that look like two arrow pointing at each other. If you click on it, that means you are trying to save it. That is how to save in Notebook LM. You click on it, you've saved it. So the next thing you need to do is to convert this particular note into a source. So this first one is a convert to source. Just click on this convert to source. Now it begins to convert. So the other thing you need to do is, this source has been added, is to start clicking on the things you want to generate. Audio overview, you click on it, and that will begin to generate. Video overview, mind map, and we don't need report. Report is maybe if you have something you want to create on your own, if you want to customize it the way you want. You can see study guide, blog posts, and so on, investment this, blah blah blah, but I'm not interested in this at the moment. You can also create a flashcard. You can create an infographics. You can, has it clicked? Yeah. You can also create I don't know, you can create a slide, and I think that's all. Let's wait for it to come up. Audio is creating. This one has finished creating. Let me open the one that is creating. So this one here is the mind map. You can see this is Nigerian network reliability problem statement. If you expand this will user experience. If you expand this user experience, you see more. Then call drops, delay SMS, internet congestion, service loss during outage. Then cost routes. What is causing it? These are the things that are causing it. Now you can expand this. You can see this one is straight to the point, just like a tree, decision tree. You expand this as well. Then we come to the business model, because the origin of making money just begins with solving a problem. If you solve a problem of 1,000 persons, you just imagine you are making a 1,000 naira. If you solve a problem of 1 million people, 1 million persons, you're making a profit of 1 million naira. Perhaps imagine that your service is just for 1 naira, very affordable that everybody can afford. So you can download this, and this will be downloaded. I will share all of this with you guys, and you can always practice on your own and have your own specific problem you might want to solve. This is how to close. So I think something else I've generated. This is a flashcard. If you click on that flashcard, can you guys see my screen? So the
flashcard, we can see
the flashcard. You can see the flashcard are more like card. These words, but they are very straight to the point. This one has generated like 36 cards. If you keep nexting it, you'll be seeing different things. How does the network plan to interact with the existing mobile operators? Now these are different flashcards, and you can download them. And easy download it here. You can download them, and if you download them, this flashcard will be as a CSV file. And you close this. There is something I want to click, but it's not allowing me to click. But I think I will just shift it away from the screen and then bring it back again. Okay, and expand that. So sometimes it may take a little while for certain things to generate. You can see that this is already generating. As soon as it finishes generating, I think that's all. I know I've taken plenty of our time. I might want to hand over to the coordinator why these things are loading. Once it's finished generating, I will share the solution with us, everyone on the call. And on your own, you can always think of a problem you want to solve. And that is how most of the companies I operate, that is how I had actually started the brainstorming, identify a problem, go there, have a brainstorm with ChatGPT, then turn the problem into a solution, and invite people to join me in solving this problem, because sometimes people might have a domain knowledge. Just as I'm talking to you now, this network is a problem and it will affect every aspect of our business. I know most people too who have their own separate companies that may be adopting digital approach. If this network issue is not resolved, we are going to be experiencing a lot of challenges. Thank you so much for your time. And thanks so much for your patience. And I'm sorry I've taken plenty of time than it's supposed to. Just to mention that at the end of the training, everyone will be getting a certificate. So before the meeting ends, we'll drop a link that everyone will be expected to fill in their names and their email, and that is where you will receive your certificate of is it participation? Yeah. Thank you so much. So I think I'll stop sharing my screen. Moderator, I think I'm done with my presentation. Thank you.
Is Mr. Moshu still on call?
If he's not, perhaps maybe we can just take over so that we can save time. I know we are running behind schedule.
Unmuted, I'll be unmuted rather. All right, I think we'll just proceed to the role play. So the people involved in the role play, please, are you available?
I'm here.
All right. So can we proceed with the first one?
Pascal, are you there?
All right. All right. All right. Okay. I'm about to start now.
Okay.
Mm.
Start. Oh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Hold on. Okay. Good evening. Thank you for calling SureRide Express and Logistics. My name is Solomon. How may I assist you today?
Assist me, Ke. I have been calling you people since afternoon. My package was supposed to reach me by 2 p.m. This is almost 7 p.m. Is this how people operate in this your company? I paid my money. You know, be like say una dash me money.
All right. Um, so sorry about this dilemma. I understand how frustrating this can be, especially when you've already paid. Please allow me to resolve this. Can I confirm your name and delivery reference, please?
My name is Mrs. Jennifer Ibondo. This delivery is from Ikeja to Lekki Phase 1. Your rider has been giving me stories since afternoon. How person go even suffer, pay money, buy something, to come deliver and go come be issue. Abeg, you people are giving me headache.
Thank you, Mrs. Jennifer. Please give me 1 minute to check the status of the delivery. Um, please stay on the line. All right, Miss Jennifer. Thank you for holding. I can see your orders here. Our rider experienced heavy traffic around the third Milan Bridge, and there was also a brief on-call network issue. That said, I completely understand that this delay is not acceptable without proper updates. I sincerely apologize for this inconvenience, Ms. Jennifer.
So how is that supposed to be my problem now? Had it been I know, I would have sent someone else. So you people don't respect customers at all. You people are wasting my time. I have other things to do with my time.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Jennifer. You are absolutely right to expect better communication now. And you are correct, traffic should not become your burden. What I can do immediately is um, contact the rider now, and I'll also give you clear delivery updates. Please stay on the call while we confirm next steps. Would that be okay by you?
Okay, but me, I don't want stories again. No, you people should just carry my item and bring to me, please.
Totally understood, ma. Please stay on the line. Okay, I'm on call to the rider now. Alright, thank you for waiting, Mrs. Jennifer. The rider is currently 15 minutes away from the location and is approaching your Lekki Phase 1 gate. To make up for this delay, I will flag this order internally and ensure your delivery is prioritized. Also, I will escalate this for service review. Once the rider arrives, you will receive a confirmation. Thank you very much.
Okay, if it doesn't come in 15 minutes, me, I'll complain. Oh, I'm going to call you people out on all social media platforms, Facebook or TikTok or Instagram. Oh, I know that thing is not good for business.
That's completely fair, ma'am. If the delivery does not arrive within the next 15 minutes, please call us back directly and reference my name, Solomon. Thank you for your patience and for choosing SureRide. Please do have a nice day.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you so much for that wonderful role play. It was sorry, I'm having some cold. Thank you so much for that role play. It was absolutely the best. Thank you so much. Perfectly well played. So I think at this point we'd like to take questions. If you have questions, please pop it in the chat. So we'll just wrap up with the questions and end the training. So I'll just give us a minute to drop our questions in the chat so we can attend to that and end training. Thank you.
moderator, I just want to suggest too. Maybe some persons might be struggling to even find where to chat or drop the questions. Like perhaps some persons might be their first time using this platform. Some persons might not perhaps maybe raise their hand and maybe ask questions. I think that might also help. Thanks. That's my suggestion.
All right, that'll be fine too. But please, if you be raising or your hands and if you be given the permission to speak, please make your question short and straight to the point. Thank you. So there's a question here by Prince Joshua. He said, my question is based on managing the clients. We know this is a role play. We need to work with reality and real-time management. Is there a way to get this done? So I think we'll be directing that question to Mr. Maxwell. I don't know if Mr. Maxwell is still on call.
I'm still on call. I'm still on call.
Yes, could you help us answer that question? Thank you.
Please, the question again, please.
All right, so the person asked, he said, my question is based on managing the clients. We know this is a role play. We need to work with reality and real-time management. Is there a way to get this done? So the question is based on the role play. Please, did you get that?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Good day, everyone. First of all, what you are going to do is listen to the client first. Do not interrupt the client. Let the let the client explain the issue fully. Then then show emphasis and understand how frustrating it can be. Like stay calm, respectful, never argue or blame the client. Keep your tone polite even if the client is angry. Then acknowledge the problem of the ride from the rider. Then repeat the issue briefly to confirm understanding. So you are concerned about the delay in the booking. So the next thing you do, apologize when necessary. Apologize for the inconvenience, not to admit fault. You say we are sorry for the inconvenience this has caused. Then offer a clear solution, explain what you can do and the next steps. Give realistic timeline, but do not overpromise the time. Just give realistic timeline. Then
All right.
uh, ensure the client you are handling it with. Like you tell the person, I will personally follow up this for you till it gets to your destination. Then, then lastly, I will say you update the client up till the issue is resolved. Then tell the clients, thank you for your patience.
All right. Thank you so much for that
That is
wonderful
all.
response. So we'll be taking the next question. I think that was like the previous question in the chat, which says, what should be the fate of a rider who honestly arrived early at the destination of the customer, and the customer whom the rider informed before coming left for another business, or maybe switched off his or her phone? Um, I think I'll be directing this question to Mr. Emmanuel. I don't know if Mr. Emmanuel is still on call. If he could help us answer that question. I could go over it again if you didn't get it.
Okay, come again, please. Just I will
All
attend
right.
to
So
it,
the
but come
person
again.
said, what should be the fate of a rider who honestly arrived early at the destination of the customer, and the customer whom the rider informed before coming left for another business, or maybe switched off his or her phone. So I think the question is saying the rider arrived at the customer's place, but the customer already left for another business. So what should be the fate of that rider?
Okay, okay. I think this question was directed from when I gave my speech this evening. It's do occur in delivery and in logistics is what you can see each time you do logistics. It doesn't scrape it off. But like I said in the conversation, you have to report back, escalate this matter to your management. All right, it's not your fault actually, and also there is also rewards and penalties. All right, let the management be the one to intervene. Call the client, say, see, what is really happening now? The client can reschedule because there is a database in our own how we do this thing. There is a database, and also there is a programmed like a website whereby you go to this person's location, he is not there again. The rider, all you have to do is to reschedule. Go to the app, go to the Waybill number, track it, and reschedule. That the client say that is not around. All right. Now, how are you able to solve it? Because in our delivery, we normally pay delivery fee for each delivery. Now, the client should be the one to pay extra fee for this. Are you getting my point? Let it be the punishment of the client. And the client cannot pay if the management does not intervene. Make the management let the client know that this is your fault. And how can you amend it? Let the client pay if it's a tip fare or any additional money in order to make the rider happy. Is the question clearly answered?
Yes, I think that would do. Thank you so much for that
Or should I
response.
throw more light if it's not? Who asked the question? Is it clearly answered?
I honestly I do not know. I lost that question. So the question was sent to me by
Yeah, it's Pascal
Aboki
actually.
for staff.
Pascal.
Okay, it was Pastor.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he is having a network glitch. So I believe
Okay.
maybe by the end of this call we'll solve the network issue.
Okay. Let the management handle it, and also let the client pay additional money for violating the process of delivery. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much. Please, we'll be taking one or two more questions if anybody has any. So if you have, please, you could drop them in the chat or raise your hands. Okay, I think there's one in the chat by Onyekachi Matthew. It says, my question is this: what if the rider has a flat tire for real, or the bike had other
This one.
issues?
Sorry.
So I think I'll still direct this question to Mr. Emmanuel.
Okay. In delivery, there's what we call KPI. I don't know if you know that word. KPI is key performance indicator. All right. Everybody has a target for a delivery target for a day or for a week. So in the case where you have a flat tire, all these things are natural occurrences or inconveniences that might occur. You have to report back to your manager Remember what I said before, managing is the best thing can ever happen to you in logistic business. Report back to your manager. Your manager can solve the problem instantly. That's where we have organizers. That's why we have bike repairs. The only thing that will do is that instead of you delivering 30 parcels in a day, it might be shortened to 20 or 50 or 15. All right. And you also have to do an issue parcels on the parcel that you're giving. I don't know if there is an app created for this or website created for it. You have to go to your app, do an issue parcel because of this so days. I cannot able to reach. All right. Issue parcel delay, maybe flat tire. Yeah, everything is there. There is a box for it there. All right. In the international delivery, we handle just the management will be the one seeing this. Okay. Make sure you report back to your manager because that will urge you not to receive a penalty because there is a penalty if you do not meet up your KPI and there is a reward if you meet up your KPI. Always report, always escalate to the people in charge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that response. Would like to take one more question. So if you have, okay, there's one in the chat by Maxwell Okeke, and it says, how does SureRide's customer support team handle issue resolution, escalation, and accountability to maintain service quality and customer satisfaction? So I'll be directing that question to Aboki for start himself. Thank you.
Okay. Uh, sure, right. Sorry, can you recap the question again? Seems like you read very fast.
How does SureRide's customer support team handle issue resolution, escalation, and accountability to maintain service quality and customer satisfaction?
Okay. Thank you for that question. And I want to perhaps save time. I want to perhaps save time and talk about how SureRide does theirs. Relatively straightforward. Uh, Basically, there is an SOP. There is an SOP, a structure in place. There's an SOP, a structure in place that we use um, for every issues we experience. And first and foremost, sorry, 2 seconds. Probably I should pass it on to the customer support lead because I think I'm not even patient. I don't know the answer. So the customer support lead, if you're on call, please, if you can come to my rescue because I don't know how you people do it. Mine is to make money, as it's just to bring the business idea. You people then implement it. So if you can come on board and come and help me, come and save me, please.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me.
Come and
Let
save
me.
me.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know your time there. Can I speak?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Please, yes, please.
Sure, you
Save
can.
me,
Go ahead, go
Okay.
ahead and speak. Go ahead,
Bye.
brother.
That's where you come in for hotlines. All right. You have to provide hotlines. You know, most of these things, if I don't know your company, sure, right? Have to make hotlines available like three: MTN, Airtel, and any other one, so that anybody that has escalation immediately, even if from a client, he has a person to call. Like from the roll call you people do or role play, you see how this guy was very calm in responding to this other client that was very rude. So such people need to put in play in customer services. So when these escalations are done, they want to resolve it immediately with calm voice. because a rider that is going out there under a hot sun or under a heavy rain might not have that patience and might have an anger issue because he is not meeting up his target for the day. Do you understand? So he lets for the customer service that has it as his job, that his salary is being paid, to have a calm voice, attend to such resolutions, and come up with some ideas that can make the client very happy. With this, okay, they will say, they are slow in delivery, oh, but they have nice customer service, and is a point to you people. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for that response. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I can see Prince raising his hand, so I think that will be the last person who will be given permission to speak, so we can end this call.
All right,
I'm
good
sorry.
evening. I don't know if you can hear me.
Um,
Sorry, this is a
hold
bit
on, please,
noisy.
please. Just before you proceed, thank you so much, Ima, for saving me. My chat GPT
Mhm.
just found my hand.
I understood you. You are trying to read from that. I understand.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was just trying
Thank you,
to.
boss.
The thing just come and hang. Network issue. We need to
No,
solve this problem. Oh.
no
Please,
wahala, boss.
there is a link in the group. There is a link in the group. The link is actually a form that asks for your name and email. So we intend to send what is it called again? A certificate of participation, and only those who had filled this people who confirm that they have actually attended. So please endeavor to fill before you exit. Thank you.
Yes, the link is in the chat. Please check the link in the chat. Fill your names, your emails. Use the appropriate names, please. Correct informations. Thank you. All right, Prince, you can speak, please.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Thanks to all the speakers, and it's been a really impactful training. So I just wanted to give a response to the last question that was asked by Mr. Maxwell, just to support Mr. Abuki for start. Okay, so some of the things I believe our customer service should do, just like what we learned from the role play, the first thing is to calm the clients. No matter what might be this problem, try as much as possible to calm the client. Then create what we call create a kind of scenario whereby you let them understand that this, even if it is not under care, even if that problem is way beyond or be above your pay grade, you need to let them know that this thing is under situation and keep them on a hold. Most especially, you could tell them that you're going to get back to them, just like what we have in some of the banks and MTN and their customer care. Let them understand that, okay, stay on the line, or we've opened a ticket for this complaint, and then we're going to get back to you immediately. Now we're talking about escalation. Of course, you should know that you're attending to a client. The first thing or the next thing to do is to reach out to your supervisor. Your supervisor will know exactly what to do as regards that. If it's still going to go up, imagine there's an accident with rider. We don't pray for that. There's an accident. You as a customer care, the least you could do is calm the client down, tell him to hold on. You're not even going to go and start telling the client that this has happened. You just find a way to bring the person to a calm level. And then there's what we call I'm thinking of the word now, like a magnet or a side distraction or a side attraction. You let them know that, okay, for this waiting period, we are going to, just like when I think it was Mr. Emmanuel that was saying it. For example, the rider takes a package to where the client is supposed to be, and the client was not there. The client has to pay for a certain amount later if there's going to be a rescheduling. Now, if there's a situation that is above, maybe it was caused by accident or something, now we need to take responsibility for that and let the clients know that, don't worry, for this thing we'll be delivering, we'll do this, we'll do that. It's just for the sake of keeping the client, because as I say, client is king. I don't know if and then the SOP Aboki was talking about is very important, very very important. You, no matter what happened as a customer care representative, you don't leave your SOP. You don't come and say, this thing has happened, there's problem. You don't do that. You stick to your script, you stick to your lines, you stick to the rules. It is very, very important. I remember sometimes in my life when they gave me that test and I began to advise the client, and the guy told me, so now you know past the management. So for no reason should you go out of your SOP. The worst you can do or the best you can do is to refer them to your supervisor. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for that wonderful response. We appreciate. So I think on this note, I would like to appreciate everyone here, from the speakers, all of our speakers, to the role players, to our moderator, Mr. Moshood, to everyone who has taken their time to be on this call till this time. Um, I'm sure it's been a wonderful experience and an impactful and insightful one for every one of us. I'm sure every one of us have learned one or two things. We've had one or two things that were taken home from this training today. Um, Maxwell Okeke, would you like to speak?
Sorry, please. I have a question, please. Sorry for taking out your time, please. Can I go on?
Please do.
Um, I want to ask a question. What is the official procedure if a rider if a rider is robbed while on delivery and the bike is taken?
All right. By God's grace, we're not praying for such incidents, but I think that's actually like a valid question.
All right. Okay, I think I can come in this context because this one has money is involved.
You don't need to.
All right. So I think basically these are kind of unforeseen circumstances. It does happen in life sometimes, even accidents. So first and foremost, all our assets will be insured. Then for this specific question you ask, um, the rider or the driver have to report an incident. So basically, in SureRide, we have what we call driver apps, rider apps that they log every activities they do. So they need to log in an incident report to say, oh, this is what happened. And after logging those incident reports, the management needs to investigate that that was what really happened. Because sometimes people could you know and people could come up with stories and deviate from what the original truth is. So at the end of everything, if it is thoroughly investigated and realize that, oh, this thing that happened actually is not the rider's fault, or what happened was really what happened, then the insurance company that the keke, I think it's even the problem of the insurance company to take care of, as long as everything is being investigated and we are sure that yes, it's not the rider who has collided. Sometimes people could be very funny. I don't trust people. I'm saying it pop and clear. I don't trust people, but I give everybody benefit of doubt. And that benefit of doubt implies that if you are meant to do anything, you do what you are meant to do. I do what I'm meant to do. We'll all be happy. And I think that is how that is resolved. But based on this question, we do have a standard procedure and SOP for this kind of issue, how it should be handled. And I think that's why these sections we'll be having, I think time to time we'll be having some sections of how to handle certain things. So I think that is the answer to the question, except maybe the question has not been answered well. Maybe someone else can contribute as well.
Okay. I think that was a perfect and best response coming from the Aboki himself. All
I
right,
thought you want to
so
pay me 2,000 pounds.
like I said earlier, I think I was giving my own vote of So thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been 2 hours 26 minutes with everyone here. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for staying true till this time, for contributing your time, your effort, your data. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. But please, before you leave, do well to fill the attendance form. Please, it's very important. The informations you'll be putting out there would be reflecting in your certificate. So please ensure to put out, fill in the right informations, please. We don't want to have a case of, oh, my name, I had a change of name or whatever. So whatever we see is what we'll be putting in the certificate. So ensure to put the right and appropriate informations there. Thank you. So I think on this note, I'll just hand over to Apoki for start himself to just give us the vote of thanks, like, and we'll call it a day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much,
And if
everyone.
there's any further
Yes.
to
Okay.
pass.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this SureRide Growth program. It's more like as time goes on, we'll be having different section. This is just the 1.0, and I hope everyone is looking forward to let's say 2.0 or 1.1. It depends on what version. I want to say thank you so much, everyone, again for being part of this section, and we are very grateful. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much. So on this note, I think we'll call it a day. It is it has been nice having everyone here. Bye and have a wonderful night. And day rather, because I think there are people joining from other continents. So yes, but it's nice over here. But then do have a wonderful day. Bye everyone.